What's up guys, Elon Musk here. So if you've been on Twitter or really anywhere the last couple of weeks, you've probably heard of the new username changes that Discord is doing because they're incredibly popular. I myself am a Discord partner, so I have just been granted early access to the new username feature, and it's kind of a disaster. Now, normally, I wouldn't be too bothered by this kind of change because, you know, I get it, platforms need to evolve and stay with the times, which is why Discord is going back to an older username system, but that's besides the point, right? Because Discord wanted to make sure that they were going to roll it out right. They were going to give partners and staff members early access to avoid impersonation, right? Well, sort of. See, today it finally rolled out for Discord partners, which means that Discord partners are able to remove the discriminator from their username and finally have a unique username, as long as their username wasn't too short, or someone with an older Discord account than theirs wasn't trying to impersonate them. In the case of my friend Jack, aka Chaotic Canine Culture, he wasn't able to get his name CK9C, which, you know, he owns CK9C.com and has a trademark for it, and also that's his username. He wasn't able to reserve that name despite it being his username. He had to settle for Chaotic Canine. And, you know, sure, that's probably just an edge case. Except, it kind of isn't. The way that Discord has been reserving usernames is not transparent. They haven't actually publicly stated how they're doing it. They've only really given any vague information, and a lot of partners are very frustrated about it, understandably so. And I think a lot of regular users by proxy are also like pretty frustrated about this. See, because the problem is, let's say that your username is, I don't know, Ivycomb. The way that the system should work is that because Ivycomb is a Discord partner, that username should be reserved for Ivycomb. But what happens if it isn't? Well, then Ivy might try to do something like Ivy, which was also reserved. Or maybe Ivycomb 2, which for some reason is also reserved. This might seem like a pretty far-fetched thing. I did get the username Ivycomb, but my friend Sudo, who owns discord.gg/sudo, and you know, her name is Sudo and has been for a long time on Discord, wasn't able to get that username, even though it's pretty well established. So what did Discord give Sudo? Sudo 0001. Yeah. Now, there's been a pretty fierce debate over people getting too upset over the whole usernames thing, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that the outrage about this is really that unjust, because the whole problem with this system is that discriminators, although yes, they might appear on the surface to be more confusing, we're fine. I do understand that there was an issue with impersonation because discriminators allowed for any Unicode character, but then why not just only allow alphanumeric characters and add display names anyway? They didn't need to do such a drastic system change. This wasn't necessary. It's basically forcing a lot of old-time Discord users to surrender their usernames and potentially not get the username they want, and partners don't even seem to be really getting the names they want either. So the people who were basically told by Discord they'd be able to choose their names, which, you know, would imply that they could choose any name as long as it's not, like, reserved by a big brand or a staff member, but not even that's happening. And to make things even worse, names that should be reserved, a couple of other partners reserved the names KSI and Markiplier. Oh, and PewDiePie. These are names that these partners reserved to kind of demonstrate that this system is not working as intended. I'm sure that Discord did have good intentions with reserving all these usernames, and I'm sure that they were hoping that, you know, it would go smoother, but the reality is that whether or not a lot of planning went into this, the system isn't working. And I really do hope that Discord is going to take a step back, and before they roll this out to more users, at least fix it for partners in the first place, because the partners are effectively the test group here. And I don't really have a problem with that, but if we are going off of history here, I'm sort of not super optimistic that this is going to see a big fix, but I think that Discord knows that if they don't fix it, it's going to result in a lot more backlash. So hopefully we do see that change. Now, that having been said, guys, you probably noticed that I haven't been uploading videos super often recently on YouTube, and there's a very good reason for that. I will probably be making a dedicated video about this at some point, but recently I was diagnosed with DID, or Dissociative Identity Disorder, and it's a pretty complex mental health disorder that involves a lot. It's definitely beyond the scope of this video, but I wanted to at least mention it to say, hey guys, I've been working on my own mental health a lot. I've been putting a lot more time into the music channel and into Twitch streaming and working on animations. And I wanted to let you guys know that as of now, hopefully I will be back to making regular content, because I love making content for you guys, quite genuinely. My upload schedule is definitely going to be somewhat slow to start, but I'm hoping to at least get 1 to 2 videos out a week, and gradually, as time goes on, might do more. I'm going to be focusing a lot on things related to fandom content and furry culture, so sorry everyone that's clicking on this video that's expecting Discord or tech news or whatever, but in short, I'm really excited because I do have a direction for the channel moving forward, and I just needed time to effectively figure my stuff out. So with that in mind, guys, thank you so much for watching. Check out my Discord server, discord.gg/IB, it's pretty cool, and a big thank you to all my patrons for making all of my content possible. Have a wonderful day, everybody.